Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you're doing well. What's good, what's good, what's good? So we've got some pretty interesting news today. And interesting news is Bybit was removed from France's AMF, Autorité des Marchés, blacklist. Why? Because they had been working for the past couple of years with French regulators to make that happen. The next step is to actually go get a MiCA license. So that's a very big deal, and that's a big step. So I'm happy for Bybit with that. Because frankly, I'm going to tell you, I think that the world needs as many central exchanges as possible. Why? That way not one of them controls the market. Now, because right now Binance is the big boy outside the United States. Inside the United States, Coinbase is the big boy. But there are good reasons to want to use something else. Now, coming up, we have Jupiter. Jupiter is about to start buying back their Jupiter coin. And they're going to use 50% of their fees that they've collected to do so. That's really, really, really interesting. Right? Because this could actually be big. It's going to start Monday, February 17th. So that's actually going to wind up being big. There had been a 60% token price surge, expecting another price surge this time. We'll see what happens. Because I think it's a part of a buyback and burn strategy. We'll see what happens with all this. But if you're holding Jupe, I think I have a little bit. I don't think I sold all of it. So if you're holding Jupe, you could be in for a nice little payday. So I think Monday I'll be selling. Then we've got the SEC acknowledging, this is huge, huge, huge news. You have the SEC acknowledging Grayscale's XRP and Dogecoin ETFs, meaning they want to flip their trusts to be ETFs. Why is this big? Why is this huge? Do you not recall that there is a case between the SEC and Ripple? It's an appeal. Clearly, that case has gone away. I think this is the final sign that officially that case has gone away. They just don't want to make big noise out of it. They're kind of just going, let it go. And I'm sitting back and I'm all for it. I'm like, okay, so that's going to open up some doors. Like I said, I think one of the things that we're going to have to do is start creating that calendar of events. There are a few calendar events that, we know for sure. And there are a couple of calendar events that we're kind of up in the air. I know, it's been all over the news that the United States government would like to sell buildings that they don't use or that it doesn't use. That would put a strain on the commercial real estate market, which is already kind of in a bubble. So we were talking about that last night. You should go check out last night's video if you want to get more into that. Then we have EU's MiCA Regulation to boost crypto stability and innovation. I'm laughing because that's the last thing that anybody thinks of. The markets and crypto assets MiCA regulation is expected to enhance investor protection, compliance, and market stability while fostering innovation. It's not going to foster innovation, I can tell you that. It'll definitely, I think in my humble opinion, I think that it'll do the other things it says, but innovation, I don't think so, because they're making it difficult for businesses to actually do business in the crypto space in Europe. So I don't know about that. And I'm kind of thinking that we need more regulation, because they're thinking that, this is signaling a shift in terms of how MiCA's thinking, how they're thinking about implementing MiCA. And I'm like, not enough of a shift. Saying that you're going to foster innovation is not the same as fostering innovation. And you've taken years and years and years to chip away at innovation in the crypto space by clamping down on crypto. I think, by making everything hard or harder, it's not that crypto companies don't want to be compliant. It's that it changes on a whim. They're incredibly difficult to work with. And what else do you do? So yeah, I'm sitting back and I'm thinking that MiCA regulation changes aren't enough to actually foster innovation. That's my humble opinion, right? But we do have two competing bills in the House. You have the House Stable Bill and the Senate Genius Bill to propose different approaches to stablecoin regulation with potential implications for Tether and the broader blockchain and crypto markets. Yeah. They're making it difficult for Tether to do business in the United States, and I think that's the dumbest thing in the world to do. I think that needs to be rethought in a major fashion, a major, major fashion, right? Because Tether has the most pairs in the world in terms of USDT with another coin, the most pairs in the world. Nobody's even close. Nobody's even close. And that says that that people around the world trust Tether more than they trust other companies. So when I look at USDT, USDC, DAI, and a few others, I sit back and I go, it says a lot that those pairs have not picked up yet. All this time, those pairs have not picked up. And I'm looking at USDT and I'm like, you can buy just about everything with USDT, and you cannot say that about USDC, about RLUSD. You can't say it about any one of the other coins out there. Not to say that you can't buy things, but you don't have the broad spectrum of things that you can buy using Tether as with other stable coins. I'm just saying. So the United States, Europe, all coming down hard on Tether. I think they're going to wind up pushing people even more toward Tether. And the reason why I think so is because the stablecoin regulations seem to be, formatted in such a way that the fiat holder, like, so if you're talking about the US dollar, it's going to be the United States, would have a lot of control and influence over a given stablecoin that might be pegged to it. So think PayPal USD, DAI, I think, USDC. So you see where I'm going? A lot of those other stablecoins that are pegged to US dollar are going to have to abide by the United States stablecoin rules. And I'm sitting back and I'm kind of going, yeah, they're probably going to be leaning towards stablecoins that are backed one for one with some sort of asset and not algorithmic stablecoins. And I get it. I totally get it. However, if the whole world is saying we trust, USDT, I think that's something to be considered. That's something very much to be considered, because I really don't. So when I'm holding, money on the sidelines because I'm about to do something, I'm holding it in USDT. I'm not holding it in USDC. And by the way, I'm not holding that money on a centralized exchange. I'm holding it on my side in my non-custodial wallet. I don't want any entity holding something for me. Very little of my money or my value is held by a central exchange. And even if it is, it's only because I'm expecting to do something and I want to be able to do it really quick. Right? That's the only reason why. Everything else is on non-custodial wallets. That's how I feel about it. I think it's much better that way. It's safer for me. It's safer for me to be that way. Just saying. So, you know what we should do now? That's right. We should get into the numbers, because it's not going to be a long show. The reason why is because we got all the news yesterday. We got the last of the news pretty much yesterday. And yeah, they're not going to be lowering interest rates. You ever think about that? Everybody's like, oh, we need to lower interest rates. We need to lower interest rates. Have you lost your mind? There's zero information out there that says we should be lowering interest rates. None. Not some, but none. There's not enough. There's not enough to make that case. Not at all. I don't think there's anything to make that case. There's a lot of information out there to make the case of maybe we should consider raising rates. I'm just saying. I see it. I think you see it. I'm just saying. That should probably be it. That's probably the case. Now, looking at stocks, I just saw that Moderna came out with their stock numbers, and they were like $2 off per share, earnings per share. Yeah, that's not going to bode well for them. That's not going to bode well for them at all, right? So yeah, we have Moderna coming out, Coca-Cola, Crown Castle. Who else is big? Fannie Mae. Let's see who else. United States Cellular Corporation, U.S. Cellular, as you might know them by. Who else is here that I would actually care about? I think it's dying down. I think that might be it. smaller companies that, I don't really care all that much. And like I said, yesterday, Wednesday we got CPI, Thursday, yesterday we got PPI. Those numbers point to don't touch, if you're going to do anything, don't touch the rates. If you were going to do something, raise them. That's what the data said. That's what the data said. Fear and greed index, we're down from 50 down to 48, still in that neutral territory. DeFi Llama, we're up a tad into $118 billion in total value locked. Not bad. Not bad at all. And here you go. We're literally moving sideways. So we were on an uptrend, then we were on a downtrend. Now where are we? Because this was the downtrend right here. This is where I was able to draw the lines. Now where are we? Moving laterally. Moving laterally. I heard somebody make the use of the word rally, and I sat there and I was like, what rally? What are you talking about? That's not a rally. That's not a rally. That's being positioned for a rally, but it's not a rally. And I told you guys this week, I don't think anything's going to happen this week. And guess what? I don't think it's going to happen this week. Possibly next week. Right? Because in the stock market, it's sell on Fridays. But I'm looking at sideways movement, and I'm thinking, next week could be poised to be a good week. It could be poised to be a good week. We just need a couple of things. And I'm serious. We need to create a calendar that says we know that this ETF was, acknowledged on this day plus 21 days. There's going to be more news around that time frame. Starting with Grayscale, last week with Solana, this week with other Solana, this week also with Doge, with XRP. And I'm telling you, we can start making a list of who's filed for what and start counting the days. Start counting the days. That's pretty much where I'm at. Then on the big board, wow, BNB is taking it on the chin, down 6.7%, 6.76%. I'm kind of like, I'm kind of liking that. I mean, that really is just a small correction. People just taking profit. That really was what that is. But I'm thinking I could get in on that. Because Dogecoin, because they came out and said, that the Dogecoin ETF has been recognized, that's why you're seeing Doge go up. XRP, same exact thing. That's why you're seeing it go up. And you'll get a nice pop now. You get a nice pop in 21 days. You get a nice pop after that. Just start creating your calendars. Do your own research, know your entries and exits, and absolutely invest deliberately. That's what that is. That's what that means. I'm telling you, keep a lookout. Then if I'm looking across, I'm kind of looking at, where are we? XRP killing it. Year to date, money, year to date, killing it. Better than Bitcoin, better than Ethereum, better than Solana. Right now, I think it might be the best. Yep, Litecoin is not that far away, though, at 25%. Mantra, been on a rip. What? Mantra's been on a rip. Thank you, Joaquin. Then you've got this one. You could have been making money off of that. If you bought low, I think it hit like 14, 15 bucks. You could have made money off of that. Good percentage up, right? Is it going to get back up to 40s, whatever? Maybe. But I think you can play the ups and downs on that one. I really do think you can play the ups and downs on that one. Jupiter, I think, is going to go up. It's not doing bad year to date, but I think it's going to go up because of the buyback that's going to start on Monday. Don't forget that if you're holding, right? And then, those are we're testing out posting, the social media aspects of Grow My Bag. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's going to look a lot prettier than this. This is just test bed stuff. And then imagine then the big baggers. So that would be a main feed, and the big baggers would have their own feed. They'd log in and get to their own feed. They'd still be able to go to the everybody feed, but there would be a separate big bagger feed. Whoa, the BBF. The BBF, indeed. Let's go to the losers and let's see what's going on over there. All right, so Pancake Swap, big loser, 18.9%. GMBX factor of 16.94. They were up a lot yesterday, so it's not surprising that they're on the opposite side today. Let's see, BNB down 6.62. I told you, I think that's just profit taking. It's got a GMBX factor of 0.19. like I said, profit taking. BitGet token down 4.4. I wouldn't even be paying attention to this. I just happen to see it. It's got a GMBX factor of 0.51. Yeah, that's moving laterally, and I think BitGet token is going to make some big moves. Big moves. I'm not going to pay attention to anything else. Why would you? It's under 5%, so skip that. Then you've got on this side, Dog with Hat up 20% in a heartbeat. Boom. But it's got a GMBX factor now of 5.82. I don't know if it's going to recover. Maybe, but I'm not 100% sure. There you go with the Trump coin, up 18%, GMBX factor of 2.85. Could do it. Actually could do it. I'm just sitting back and I'm just going, yeah, I'm going to chill. I'm going to chill. It says 73, but I think the high that I saw was 77. So the numbers that we get from CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap, they're aggregated numbers. So that's why you don't necessarily see the exact number on a given exchange, because they're aggregated numbers. Jupiter, like I said, 13% up, GMBX factor of 1.12. Yeah, they're going to do it. That's like without a doubt. XRP, GMBX factor of 0.24. Yeah, without a doubt. Up 12%. Yeah, I could sell now and make money. Am I? No. No, I don't need the money at the moment, so I'm going to chill, relax. SNEC up 10%. Another day, another dollar for them. GMBX factor of 0.81. That's actually very interesting to me. If you're into SNEC and you're holding on, that stable coin is doing, that meme coin is doing very well. Fart coin back on the positive side, 9.41 upward, and with a GMBX factor of 3.55. Probably. Virtual is actually doing something, 9% up, 2.57. I think virtuals will be fine. XLM up 8.18, GMBX factor of 1.47. Yes. Right? So for me, I can get into Stellar right now. I can get into virtuals. I have bags of both and be totally fine, because I think they're going to hit their numbers. Radium up 7.65%, GMBX factor of 212. Old Manhattan area code, but yeah, I think they'll do it. Who else am I paying attention to? Oh, that's interesting. Bonk is here at 6.8, GMBX factor of 2.11. Yeah, I think you could do it. I have no interest in pudgy penguins, none whatsoever. Litecoin up 6.47, GMBX factor of 2.17. Absolutely, I think it'll do it, without a doubt. Doge up 5.65, GMBX factor of 1.69. Possible it could get back to its all-time high. I just have no faith in it. I have no faith in it. None whatsoever. Anyway, this is Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. If you like what I'm doing, smash the likes, tell your friends about the community. And if you want to become a member and not just a subscriber, tell you what, go over to growmybag.tv/sign-up, being a bagger and having access to over 7,000, actually over 7,100 articles. It's only $12 a year. If you want to be a big bagger and take part in other things like the private big bagger video conference that happens once a month, that's only $120 a year. Not a lot if you're actually seriously thinking about investing. Anyway, everybody, this is Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. And most of all, thank you for your trust. Have a great day. Bye-bye.